Hi guys, and welcome to the State of Crypto, your one-stop source for all crypto-related news. I'm your host Martin, and this is episode 101, yeah. Coinbase cards adds XRP, Bitski raises $1.8 million, and Chinese blockchain Optimism a huge plus. Now, guys, happy Friday night. Again, if you're tuning in and watching us live, thank you for being here. I do really appreciate it. I know it's the weekend, so for those of you that make it to the stream, thank you. And for those of you that catch the replay, also thank you for watching it afterwards. So if you're catching the stream live, welcome. And if you're catching the replay and have any suggestions, leave us a comment below. We really want to know what you are thinking. Now, if you want to keep up to date with the latest crypto-related news, make sure you subscribe. You hit that like button and that bell so you're notified when we go live. And basically, yeah. If you want to keep on chatting with us once the stream is done, you can join us on the Discord. The link is in the description, and so is the link to all the articles that we cover here on the stream. So 1 second here. Let me go into that. Sorry, that frame that you guys are used to seeing for the stream. There we go. Right, so let's get into the news, right? Cryptocurrency bank SIBA is now operational. Now, SIBA Bank AG, formerly known as SIBA Crypto AG, shared a statement with the block. It's a website, news website also. And it stated that it was fully operational, and that is pretty cool now. So according to their statement, Swiss clients, including corporates, asset managers, and professional private investors can now open an account with the bank, and it is further planning to onboard clients from select foreign jurisdictions in December. Now, SIBA Bank CEO Guido Bühler said, "We're proud to have founded a bank within 18 months, raised 100 million Swiss francs, or approximately $100.5 million in capital from investors, and obtained a banking and securities dealer license from FINMA." Now, he further added that the customers of the bank would be able to utilize digital assets fully without having to sacrifice security. The bank said that secure custody of digital assets, it is critical success factor. Further, it said that customers can invest in traditional and digital assets, store them, trade them, and take out loans using an integrated interface. As per the announcement, SIBA is offering SIBA Wallet app, e-banking, and SIBA card facilities, which users can manage 5 cryptocurrencies. These include Bitcoin, Ethereum, Stellar, Litecoin, and Ethereum Classic. They can convert these into traditional currencies and vice versa. Users can use SIBA cards at 42 points of sales across the world. Now, some things that really pop on this article, right? First, why are they not using XRP? XRP is probably one of the currencies that they should be looking to integrate. They're using Stellar, again, an XRP competitor of sorts, but I don't believe Stellar has that much traction as XRP does, right? Or adoption also. So I do believe they probably should be looking at including that into their into the cryptos that they're gonna use. Something else. How are you gonna store the money there, right? Not your cryptos. Sorry, not your keys, not your crypto, right? So again, how much power is the bank gonna have over your wallet? Are they gonna be able to freeze your funds? Are they gonna be able to block transactions from happening? If not, then exactly, it's just a place where you're gonna store your crypto, and maybe they'll have an insurance policy in case something happens to your crypto. But then again, if you're holding it there, like, what's stopping them from basically blocking you, right, and taking your crypto, or doing what banks do today, right? They receive someone else's I'm not sure, like, let's say an email from the government or a letter from the government telling them that to freeze your funds. Will they be able to do that? And if so, wouldn't that defeat the whole purpose of having cryptocurrency then? I mean, what's the whole point of like going into crypto that is not that if you put in a wallet, it's untouchable by the government. It's you know, you can only access it with your keys. No one can steal it from you in theory. So the whole point is, then why would you just give your keys to someone else that can put all those blocks that you're trying to get away from? So I mean, I'm not 100% sure how SIBA is going to work with this. Obviously, as they become more known, and like I said, they just launched officially. So once a lot of more details start to emerge, we're probably going to be able to ask better questions, right? But at least these are some of the first ones that really hit me when I was reading this article. I'm not sure if you guys are also interested on that part or looking at that part of the news as well. So let's go to the next one. Ethereum developer Bitski raises 1.8 million from Coinbase Winklevoss Capital. Now, I don't have any news for Bitcoin, so I'm just going to jump straight into this article. It's from Ethereum. So again, Bitski is an app developer which bills itself as the creator of the first crypto wallet built for mainstream adoption. Now announced yesterday, they closed a successful 1.8 million funding with some big name supports, the VC arm of Coinbase, Galaxy Digital, Winklevoss Capital, and several other heavy hitters participated in the round, according to the company's statement. The latest cash injection brings the company's total funding to $3.5 million. Man, that's a lot of dough. And it's pretty good. So they have been in business since 2018, and they claim to have more than 300 applications that have been developed on its platform since its launch. And they plan to use the money that they have raised to further expand its growing list of developer tools, which I do believe it's pretty interesting. Again, people having the opportunity of developing on Bitski more crypto-related apps, and could certainly drive for more adoption, right? And as well, Bitski calls itself chain agnostic. It currently only supports Ethereum developers, though the company says that it plans to expand to other protocols. Now, Bitski's flagship product, however, is the Bitski user wallet, which the company says is designed to support widespread crypto adoption. It features a unique hardware-secure private key storage solution and single sign-on wallet, which the company says it makes it easier for users to access their funds. Now, wallets are stored on a hardware device known as a hardware security modules, or HSMs, which are then placed in what the company's website refers to a biometrically secure data center to ensure hackers and other malicious actors have as hard of a time as possible getting their fingers on the funds that don't belong to them. Questions that I have for this again. So let's say you put your money in this wallet. Okay, cool. You have the key to the wallet, you can access it, right? How is this security module working, right? This biometrically secure module. That means someone else has to give like thumb clearance for you to be able to withdraw your funds. Is it going to be like a multi-signature wallet, sort of? I mean, I'm not 100% on this news. This article came out yesterday. I just saw it today. So I do believe something interesting on Ethereum, right? That they're having this much funding. But again, it raises those questions, right? Like, can they block you from getting your money out of there? Because if it works like a multi-sig and that other person or that other biometrical stuff is not there, how are you going to access your funds, right? So again, something to like think about. let's see. Let's go on to the next article. Ripple. Ripple CEO on Swift and XRP's future, right? So Brad Garlinghouse stated that crypto space is currently watered down with a lot of useless projects. We do believe that as well. We've talked about that before. We said that all the cryptosphere, there's so many projects that are not doing anything. Or they said they're going to do something, but they're not doing anything. And they're just sitting there on CoinMarketCap. They probably traded once or twice. And they're so illiquid that they're just like, or they probably do have some money there. But they're just taking money from other projects that are doing something else, right? So when these projects die out, all that money has to go somewhere else. So again, some people are going to get burned probably, but that money does have to flow somewhere else, right? So it's going to make it more healthy. Right now, it's like what I was telling you guys about exchanges, right? If there's a million exchanges, people are probably all going to go trade to the ones that have the most people trading there, because they're going to be more liquid, and you're going to be able to like open and close positions easier than if you are in an illiquid exchange. So again, those micro exchanges, having that they will not see the volume of transactions that they need to survive, will probably close their dollars down. Same thing will happen here. The coins, right? What good is it to you to have a project with a billion coins if no one wants to buy your project? No one wants to buy your coin. Again, same thing. These projects will die out at some point in time, and whatever little money has been bought there will have to flow out and go somewhere else. Or it might just get stuck if they're so illiquid that people cannot close their positions because no one wants to buy into that project. Anyways, Brett Garlinghouse believes that it's incredible how many people are attempting to fix real world problems through the use of blockchain technology. However, he argues that most of them are creating tokens for the sake of it and are just trying to benefit from the investment rush that the industry has seen so much of this past 2 years or so. Not even 2% of the current digital assets in the market will survive the coming years, according to Garlinghouse. And if you go to like something more statistically for businesses, I can't remember what the actual statistic number is, but a lot of businesses fail on the first 5 years, right? So again, if you see these projects as potential businesses, a lot of them are bound to fail, right? And the ones that are going to fail are the ones that are not going to have any use case. Anyways, this is quoting Garlinghouse. He said, I've said before that I think 99% of all crypto is likely to go to zero, but there's that 1% that is focused on solving real problems for real customers and can do that on scale. And that is going to be game-changing and will continue to grow significantly in the years ahead. Now, Garlinghouse also stated that XRP is seeing some decent traction as it's increased the adoption of blockchain tech. Anyways, let's go on to this next article. This article says XRP 16% down since swell. Can price recover? Given time, anything can recover. So, I mean, they don't really give you an answer, a straight out answer. They do talk about other stuff, like how XLM or Stellar raised from like 6 cents to 8 cents, right? But, they had to burn half of the supply for that to happen. So, again, it wasn't a raise on like the event that they had. It happened during the event because they burned that during their event. So they said that took some notice away from Ripple's swell, which is BS. They did happen a couple days apart. I think the XLM event was at the beginning of the week, and then the Ripple event was towards the end of the week. But again, that race, yeah, it happened not because of what they announced, but because of what they burned. Anyways, Ripple not burning anything. So again, they do have a better adoption use case. So, anyways, again, given time, anything can go up, right? Next article. Coinbase cards adds XRP and launches 10 more European countries, right? So this is interesting because, again, adoption for Ripple, for XRP, sorry. Coinbase's Visa debit card has expanded support for 5 more cryptocurrencies in 10 new jurisdictions, the firm announced in 2 separate tweets on November 14th. So the Coinbase card's new supporters crypto include XRP, Stellar, XLM, Basic Attention Token, BAT, 0x or ZRX, and Augur, REP. Now, this will enable users to spend these currencies along with Bitcoin, Ethereum, Bitcoin Cash, and Litecoin, which they had already included previously. Now, according to the... One second, guys. One second. Sorry guys, I'm back. I am. My wife's out of town, and I am with my kid, and he's a little bit sick. So right now, while I'm doing the stream, I told him he could come knock on the door if he's not feeling well. And he came and knocked on the door. He just wanted me to put his his tablet to charge, right? So I told him like that's not an emergency. So yeah, I did that real quick and just basically rushed back into the streaming room. So, anyways, thank you for that, allowing me to take that micro break. So let's get into something else, right? What was I saying? Yeah. Anyways, according to the announcement, Coinbase card is now available also in Bulgaria, Croatia, Denmark, Hungary, Iceland, Liechtenstein, Norway, Poland, Romania, and Sweden. Let's go to Liechtenstein, right? Anyways, Coinbase debuted its Visa debit card in the United Kingdom on April 10th, and the card allows Coinbase users to make purchases with digital currencies from their Coinbase accounts. So in order to complete the purchase, Coinbase converts customers' crypto funds into fiat money for a fee. Now, okay, a couple things with this, right? What fee is it? So if it's like going to the exchange and selling spot, right, then you will be probably getting the taker's fee. Something I don't like with this is that before if you purchase something with your card, the one that had to run with that expense, right, that 1.5 to 3% upcharge was the store that was processing the transaction, right? With this, what they're doing is the store doesn't get that transaction charge, or they might get it because it's a Visa card, but you're also taking some of that. So again, there's more money that's being left on the table, probably. Yes, it allows you to spend your crypto, but at a certain fee, and probably the store also has to pay that fee. So again, it's more of a lose-lose for everyone. I mean, it's sort of a win if you want to use crypto, but not the best win, right? I just want to clear that out. Anyways, on to the next article for Binance. Did I miss something else in this article? No, I think that's it, man. I feel like I'm missing something from another article that I was going to touch base on, but I think I'm not sure, man. Anyways, speaking at the ongoing blockchain conference, Block Show, Changpeng Zhao's sentiments were quite positive. According to him, developing countries have slowly started to explore the technology. According to Changpeng Zhao, Binance has been receiving significant traffic from countries like Russia and Turkey, and in the light of recent developments in China, a noticeable spike came from every country. So Changpeng also commented that on Bitcoin and Ethereum, according to him, once Chinese are educated about blockchain, they will obviously want to know about Bitcoin and Ethereum, and this will change things for cryptocurrencies once again. So when asked whether Binance will help China in its blockchain pursuit, Changpeng said that he was already ready with the answer, and he stated that if China approached them for the development of a public open source blockchain, they would shake hands. So again, he's probably willing to help if they ask him, but if not, I'm pretty sure he's just fine just sitting there and doing nothing, right? Anyways, trying to figure out where is that small thing I went. Okay, sorry. Yeah, it wasn't that SIBA bank. So I think I just went over it. So on the first article that was covering this one, SIBA, as per the announcement, SIBA is offering SIBA wallet app, e-banking, SIBA facilities. Yeah, they include Bitcoin, Ethereum, Stellar, Litecoin. Yeah, so I said they should have included XLM. And then I missed this small part that says users can use SIBA cards at 42 points of sale across the world. That is a very small amount of points of sale. I'm not sure how many terminals they're referring to, but if each point of sale is a terminal, right, like a place where you can swipe your card, then dude, just 42 places is a very minuscule amount of places for you to be able to spend your crypto. Anyways, let's go to the part of the stream that a lot of you guys are waiting for, and that is the technical analysis and figure out what the hell is going on with the market, why is it dumping, etc. Anyways, let's go and look at this. Welcome to the technical analysis part of the stream. Today on market cap, yesterday we had a red day, money flowing out of the cryptosphere. Let me zoom in for you guys to be able to see a little bit better. Yesterday, from an opening of 228.44 billion, closing at 223.73 billion. That's a 4.81 billion loss, or 2.10%. Right now, market going down 0.06%, so sitting at 223.61 billion, so approximately 128 million dollars down. Money flowing out of cryptosphere, not necessarily the best. Where's Bitcoin dominance at? Yesterday, Bitcoin kind of gained and then lost a lot of that dominance that it had gained. Yesterday, just gaining 0.11% from an opening of 68.28 and closing at 68.35. Right now, sitting at, let's see, where's it at? 68.31, so losing 0.06%. Is it good? Is it bad? You know, still within this downtrend, still below 70.70, right? So again, I'm happy with the way this is moving, although it just seems to be stagnant and at what we were at before, like maybe on October 17th. But so long as this keeps on dropping, it's better for everyone else on the market. Let's look at Bitcoin and figure out what is going on with Bitcoin, man. Where's Bitcoin at? Well, Bitcoin is sitting at 8,448.41. Where are we at, man? We have a support here at 8,437. We kind of wicked below it yesterday, closing above it, and right now struggling to stay above it. Also, we are range bound still between that 8,983 and that 8,437, although movement has been downsloping right on this more minor downsloping channel, but we also have this more major downsloping channel that we broke out of, and it seems that we have failed to like really catapult from it, and it seems like we're trying to break actually back in, and it might not be the best for Bitcoin anyways. Let's see what's going on, right? Some contraction of the Bollinger Bands starting to happen, right? We can see this coming down. This is slightly moving down as well. Broke that mid part of the smaller downsloping channel. Right now going lower even, still making negative momentum and sitting low on the RSI at 41.87, heading towards that sold area, but not quite there yet. And let's look at something that we haven't done in a couple of streams. Let's go look at that 200 simple moving average and see where we're at. You can see that we're obviously really far below it. We will be somewhere around here. Somewhere around here, and you can see that the 200, it's this line here that I'm highlighting, that's up here in that blue rectangle. So again, for me, you know, my position on Bitcoin being below that 200 simple moving average is that we are in bear territory, and right now, like I've told you guys before, I'm not holding any Bitcoin for that matter. Until we get above that, I'm probably not going to be holding any Bitcoin, and I'm okay with it, right? That is my decision. That is my trading strategy, and I'm happy with that. But just so you guys can see what I'm talking about, this orange line is at 200 MA. So every time you've been above it, you've been on the bull territory. Here, you kind of broke below it, then you know, like a fake breakdown, and you recover nicely, right? But again, you break down afterwards, and it took you a while to break back above it. So let's say you were from, I'll call it here, March 13, 2018, all the way till April the 2nd, 2019, below that 200 MA, struggling to break above it. And right now, look, man, here it was a little bit wider, right? But still looks the same, man. Kind of broke below it, broke above it for a couple of days, right? Very small amount of time. Here was a little bit longer. Then we broke down below it again, and we just broke down below it again. So again, not really bullish. We're just flirting with that line right now. So like I said, for me, it's a little bit bearish. So my outlook in the whole market right now, it's bearish. Again, if you guys don't know what to do, there's a couple things you can do, right? You can hodl for long term. You can try to trade your position, right? Or you can do a mix, right? You put a certain amount of hodling money that you're not going to touch, that you believe that long term is going to give you an upside, and then you can have another part of your money on a trading set up for trading, right? That you can then have for your fun, right? And trying to increase your position on Bitcoin, or your amount of Bitcoin. How would you increase that, right? Well, you would sell at your high for fiat and then buy at your low, acquiring more Bitcoin or more quantity of Bitcoin, and that's just really easy, right? So again, you would sell your highs and buy your lows. That's it. Buy the dips, right? That's it's commonly stated in this space. Let's make a move. So let's see what else is going on with this, man. And women of the chat. I'm not sure who's tuned in. So if you guys want to say hi, that's fine. If you don't want to say hi, that's also fine. I didn't set up this thing on the side that I usually, where I'm able to see how many people are tuned in. So right now I'm just going with the flow. Try to set up that in a second here before I keep on moving with Bitcoin. Here we go. So 4 people, excellent. Thank you guys for tuning in. Again, if you like what we do, you know what to do. Like, comment, subscribe, and hit that bell. Reshare, retweet, whatever you guys feel comfortable doing. Anyway, so what are we doing? We already talked about this macro. Are we doing something? No, we're down sloping. We're creating more negative momentum. That's fine. Here to here, we have still this kind of divergence developing, right? Bullish. Sorry, hidden bullish divergence, right? So price continuation. What's the price continuation? Well, this is a major downtrend. This is a smaller downtrend. But again, we're probably going to get tired of selling, right? That down sloping action motion does get tiring at some point in time. It has to like do a U-turn and start pumping, right? Anyways, let's go into the 4 hours. Let's see if we can determine something in the 4 hours. Here we had divergence. We called it out. We said price action to the upside. We got that nice wick green candle, and then we broke down again. This all playing from the 1 hour. Again, this should not be here. Struggling with this, man. Every stream is the same thing. I'm hoping that this will now not come back to here to haunt me again, and it just stays on the 1 hour. So again, on the 4 hours, what are we doing? Low, lower, low. Again, low, lower, low, lower, low. More negative momentum still. So again, we're just going with the market. No divergence developing. No divergence also on the RSI. Right, this is obviously lower than over here. You guys can probably see from here to here. Try to put it here so it's a little bit easier from here to here, right? So anyways, still going lower, and that is just again going with the market. So nothing special going on with Bitcoin, just regular market moving to the downside. Why? Well, because we're weak, man. We're right now below that 20 MA. We have not been able to get above it since November the 10th. So almost 5 days below that. And before that, we just got above it briefly. Not even for a full day, just maybe 12 hours we were above it. And before that, so if you wanted to call this a fake break above that, well, I wouldn't consider it that. But then let's say you have been more or less consistently below that 20 MA since November the 6th. So almost 9 days below that and not being able to break above. Anyways, broke above it briefly, failed to stay above it, coming down below. Volatility of the Bollinger Band still expanded again, range bound like we said, sitting right now almost straight on that support being 8,437, sitting at 8,440. That support's not likely going to hold very long. It's not a very strong support. And if we break, then we come back to this previous area of support resistance that we have, this previous range. That is from that 8,437 to that 7,531. So again, if this looks a little bit familiar to you, it's because we had something similar going on here, right? That impulse up, that triangle, and that little small break to the downside, that impulse up, and that going on there. At some point in time, someone was asking me about this, and I had it drawn here, and I probably had to go a couple streams ago or back, but then I said something like going around this area, and then you pump back up, right? And then you create another triangle, right? And I'm not sure if I had traced it right on this area, but I'm pretty positive that I had something like this out there, man. This, of course, not being a triangle, but again, if I would have left it out, it probably would have looked really cool if we were just going right into that thing that we have called. Anyways, we broke out of this fallen wedge of sorts, but not really strong, not even going to that measure move. So again, some indecision going on in the market, right? Why? Well, a couple of things. One, we're going from this triangle structure that we broke to the downside. We should have hit a measure move from the high to the low of the structure. Again, we probably would have seen 4,750, right? Somewhere around that area. But we didn't. We didn't even go to the previous 618, which was this green line here. 618 at 7,235. We never got that low. I think we just wicked somewhere near it, and then we just bounced above. Anyways, we retraced back to the 382, which would be this line here at 9,772. Then we just broke down again to that 50% line. That's where we're basically bouncing off right now. Fell below it. Right now we're facing it as resistance of sort, and if we don't get above it, then we can still go down again. So again, we broke out of this falling wedge potentially to the upside. We also didn't hit that measure move. That's why I'm saying there's some indecision going on in the market. And right now, I'll go here. Sorry, I need to find another another Bitcoin chart. This is USD Tether, so again, it's not going to have the same touch points. But what I would propose right now, it would be something like this, man. And it's probably going to be not as good, but right now it's starting to look like that, right? A much bigger downsloping channel than the one we had. The one we had previously, we were using these touch points, right? 1, 2, 3, a couple of those touch points. But if we were to shift that to here, we would have gotten it. Give me 1 second, guys. There's some noise going on outside. I believe something, a lot of honking and like a fire engine or something. Just 1 second. I'm back. Awesome. So I guess it wasn't really, the emergency wasn't going on immediately outside of this place. So yeah, I want to make sure the apartment wasn't like catching on fire. Anyways, let's keep on going through this and see what else is there. Like I said, we could propose this, shift a little bit, still would make sense, right? To show this as a downsloping channel that we're in. And that would be if we take this and just shifted this to here, man. That's it, right? It makes sense perfectly. So again, I'm not sure if I really like it like this. I'd much rather have it the way we had it before, being down here, and supposedly we broke out of, right? Anyways, that's it for this right now. Let's go a little bit closer into this picture and see what else was going on. On the top part, nothing that I can call out. I'm looking at it in this chart. Make sure I have like same data, right? Nothing I can call out there right now. So let's go into the 1 hour on Bitcoin. So on the 1 hour, we had that bullish divergence. We called it out. We said it was on 2 of the oscillators. We said you could expect a move to the upside. I wasn't going to call a number because I wasn't sure how hard it was going to pump. But if we were to look at this, man, you did have a nice pump, at least on the micro, right? So from here to here would have been like a 1.5% move, so about $133. And if you would have gotten out at the top of this bar, then it would have been a $249 move, so about a $250 move. Now, is that congruent with the other charts? Yes, we also have that bar there, and we have this bar here, and here it's even going a little bit higher. So again, if you would have gone in, the stream was happening at this time at 9 p.m., right? So if you would have gone in from 9 p.m. to at least here, you would have gotten a $293 move almost on Bitstamp, and this candle was at 3 a.m. So we weren't too far off when we were calling stuff out yesterday during the stream. So again, if you had played this out, good for you. Even if you played out to here, that's fine. If you didn't get in on it, that's also fine. This move to the upside would have been a $150 move, like I said, almost congruent with the other chart. So again, it's good. After that, we just straight out dumped. Why? Do we have something here that we can look at? Yes, but we will ignore some data, and I'm not comfortable ignoring some data. It would mean we have to ignore this island here, right? Because from here to here, we had divergence. I had not placed this here, but from here to here, you're going lower, right? From here to here, you're going higher, right? But here to here, you're going lower, you don't have it. So again, here you would have had hidden bearish divergence, price continuation, probably why you broke down here. I think I talked about this before. I'm not sure why I don't have it out though. But anyways, if you were from here to here to this island, you don't have anything going on, right? Lower high, higher high, more positive momentum, that's fine. But if you were going to overlook that island hit there, you would probably be able to come here and say, dude, you have hidden bearish on different time frames, right? So from here to here, from here to here, from here to here, right? So again, that's the only thing that I can look at that would suggest that price action to the downside. There's nothing else on the shorter term that would suggest why we broke down. We're nicely getting above that 20 MA, and that drop, it just like went straight on, man. If I look at a micro scale, it probably happened in a very short amount of time. So it probably happened in about a 15-minute candle. Let's see, this 15 minute. So it's here, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. So in about 1 hour, it just tanked. So again, not the best. So in 2 half-hour scales, boom, boom. That's it. So on the data that I have and that I look at, which is the 1 hour, 4 hour, daily, weekly, stuff like that, there's nothing that would suggest that, or even suggest that we're going to have that, unless, like I said, we ignore that island in the middle. Again, ignoring data is not the best when you're doing trading. So probably something else happened that caused the market to go down, right? Anyways, the whole market did the same thing. It's not just a Bitcoin movement. Ethereum, Ripple, everyone's seen something similar. When we touch on those, we'll come back and look at this chart as well, so you guys can see that same move. It's looking the same, man. Even we have this green bar and this red bar and doing each other on all the charts. It's just uncanny how Bitcoin is dominating everyone. So Bitcoin is really marking that tune for everyone to move today. So with that out of the way, Bitcoin, let's go on to Ethereum. Ethereum dominance on the daily. What is going on? Ethereum yesterday going down 0.55%, right now going up 0.18%, sitting at 8.75% of market cap. So quite okay. So again, Ethereum breaking down officially out of that channel, or that triangle right now, right? We're trying to break back in yesterday. We rejected the 20 MA horribly, fell back down again. New day coming in green, sitting at $180.10. There's some articles coming out that Ethereum could go to like $80, man. There's some like crazy number. Again, is it too crazy though? Let me zoom out here a lot more. I do want to look at something. For me to be able to do that, I'm probably going to have to do this. And yeah, but 119, 112 would be the bottom part of the downsloping channel, right? This major downsloping channel that we're in. So I don't believe we're probably going to see $80 unless we really break down. And we have some areas of support, probably somewhere around here. We'll find area of support around 161. We probably have the mid part of the channel also that can support us. So again, don't believe we're just going to like go and like dump hardcore. Anyways, new candle coming in. This is 1 day. Let's see if we close this new day below, outside of that symmetrical triangle, so we can confirm that we're fully outside of that. Right, we could reverse today and go back in and explode to the upside, right? It's not uncommon for us to do this like this. Nice impulse to the upside. Anyways, low on the islands, right? Low, lower low on the momentum, higher low right now, lower on that negative momentum. So again, you're going congruent with the market also on the RSI, so no divergence, bullish on the bottom part. On the top part, low, lower, low. So again, we were just going with the market. We're at that point of the structure where we had to break. And like I said, it was unclear because we didn't have anything on the bottom. We didn't have anything on the top. It could have gone either way. And I told you guys you wait for confirmation for that to happen. Look, we got it probably in a shorter scale. So let's go into the 4 hours. Sitting neutral on the RSI at 46.46. Again, nothing I can call on Ethereum right now. On Ethereum, we had that divergence, bullish, pumping us to the upside again. Stuff that should have stayed on the 1 hour, not staying there, man. Let me move these candles there. Sorry, not candles. These lines there, and then we'll check it on the 4 hours with a clean 4 hour. So, what is happening on the 4 hours, right? Low, lower low, even lower low, all with more negative momentum developing. So again, you're okay, right? Nothing here bullish that we can call out that would suggest price action to the upside. If anything, impulse down, upsloping consolidation, not the best. Usually upsloping consolidation, you think you're gonna break down again. See, impulse down, upsloping consolidation, impulse down. Every time you see impulse up, impulse down and an upsloping consolidation, that is, you can call it bear pull, bear flag. And that usually means that you're gonna break down again. Right now, let's see. We're sitting sold on the RSI at 36.61. That negative momentum starting to decrease right now, but like I said, we're moving up. If we don't move up with strength, right, it's gonna take a lot of strength for us to go up here. We're probably gonna end up creating some hidden bearish divergence, right? I'll tell you how. Or what could happen, right? If this was to pump somewhere around there, let's say. This would probably create some sort of positive momentum that would probably be higher than this positive momentum, right? And you would be converging on that top part, creating that hidden bearish divergence, right? That's something that could happen. Just watch out for that. Right now the candle's moving red, so probably the 1 hour is going to give us a little bit more confirmation as to what we can expect. But like I said, nothing here that we can call out because we're just going with the market, right? From here to here, you're going lower with less positive momentum. From here to here, you're going lower with more negative momentum. So again, just regular market motions, nothing too crazy. So let's go into the 1 hour. On the 1 hour, we had this divergence. We called it out. We called it out here once, right? We pumped to the upside a little bit. We were too weak, even to get above that 20 MA. Broke below. We called this divergence as well. At like we were here during the stream, right at 9 p.m. So we said price action to the upside. We probably finished developing this one when we were doing the stream. And look at that, man. Nice pump to the upside, right? Pumping nicely. Even if you would have been here and you would have taken advantage of that when we call it out to the height of the wick, let's say you would have sold at the top, you would have made a 3.11% increase, so $5.65. Or even if you would have gotten at the structure where you probably would have faced some resistance, you would have gotten out at $4.26 increase, right? So again, if you didn't take advantage of that, that's fine. Let's keep on looking at this. What's going on the top? From here to here, you're going lower, with you going higher. So again, here we don't have to like skip data to get this going on, right? So high, lower, high, low, higher, low. So again, you're having hidden bearish divergence, price continuation. You're in a downtrend. You're breaking down of that channel. So again, you impulse down. Right now, anything going on? No. Low, lower, low. Again, less, more negative momentum. And you're going up again, so that's like up sloping consolidation. That's usually bearish. You're probably going to get price action to the downside. But let's wait and see how this keeps on developing. You're probably going to hit some resistance around that 20 MA. And if you try to break above, you're probably going to hit the Bollinger Bands at some point in time. Maybe break out of them real quick, briefly, and then break back in, right? Sorry, guys. I see you. 1 second. So again, if you're tuning in and it's Saturday for you guys, I hope you're enjoying the stream. If you like what we do, like, comment, subscribe, and hit that bell. I do believe the count on YouTube is probably off, but anyways, do guys let us know what you think of the stream, right? If you like this new format that we're going on with, if you don't like it, also let us know so we can go back to the previous format that we had. Anyways, RSI is sitting at 40.18, neutral, but heading towards that sold area. Again, some indecision going on. Let's wait and see what happens right now. See, indecision, meaning impulse up, impulse down, right? Look, what I was telling you, right? Look at this. Look at how it looks, right? We had that impulse down. You had this green, red, right? And then green, green, red. Look at Bitcoin. Right, impulse down, that green, red, red, green, red, red. Right, so again, not too much. Anyways, this is not loading the 9 hour candle, so we're gonna go into this one. We're still moving down, as you can see. Doing something here. No, we're not. It's okay, that's fine. But looking a lot like Bitcoin, right? Just keep that in mind as you do your trades. That whatever Bitcoin's gonna do potentially will affect the rest of the market, as it usually does. So since we got that out of the way, let's go look at Ripple on the daily for dominance. Ripple dominance on the daily. What is going on? Well, yesterday we had a red day, 0.68% down. Right now, increasing 0.10%. Are we doing something special? Well, not really. Lower low. Let me look at the momentum. Negatives 5, 5, 4. So yeah, very briefly, but not crazy, right? So you're going slightly lower from here to here. Even to here, I'm going to call it. And you're having some sort of slight divergence from here to here. You don't have it on the RSI, so I don't believe this divergence is going to play out. It should mean price action to the upside. I don't believe we're going to see it. We're getting some contraction on the Bollinger Bands. Again, a little bit of expansion to the downside on this move. But but that's it, right? Again, this should make us increase dominance, but I don't believe we're going to increase it with this. If the market keeps on tanking, probably the funds are going to flow from the altcoins to Bitcoin, right? As some sort of safe haven. And then from there, we'll see where they go. Anyways, let's go into the price. Ripple sitting at 25 cents, 25.971 cents. to give you the full data. Anyways, what's going on? We were within this downsloping channel. I think we're still within it. Yes, we are still within it. Bouncing off that bottom part. Man, that data momentum still building. Doesn't seem to have stopped. We're gonna get exhausted, right? Impulse down, downsloping consolidation. As usually bullish, you should see an upturn. We fell back into this area that we didn't want to go into, that 26,692 and that 24,629. Again, we can certainly at some point in time even see 23 cents if we're not strong enough to hold prices in this area. Price action to the downside. Price has been decreasing, so has been the RSI. So nothing too crazy on Ripple. I have this other line chart on Ripple that I'm going to talk about that on the 1 hour. It's very similar to this one, just a little bit more extended and on a different chart. Anyways, have this movement to the downside. We're sitting on that bottom part of the downsloping channel. Again, using that bottom part as support and trying to bounce off it. 11 minutes still going on. Again, a red candle building at 0.11%. Some below that 20 MA. We had bullish divergence here on the 1 hour, and again, for some reason, they keep on coming back to bother me on the on these 4 hour, right? Anyways, let me get rid of this stuff real quick. Gotta do cleanup every time, man. It's just weird, man. I don't like it. There's probably something off with my settings. So this is from the 4 hour. This from the 4 hour? Yeah, this is probably from the 4 hour. So okay, so on the 4 hour we had divergence, right? Bullish price action to the upside. We got that turn. 1 second, guys. I'm back, sorry. Kid came and knocked at the door again. He's asking me to finish the stream so I can go and sleep with him. Anyways, that's it. Let me keep on going with this real quick. So we're going down, impulsing down again. Are we creating divergence? No, nothing here on the RSI right now. Nothing here on the MACD histogram. So right now, impulse down, upsloping consolidation. Not the best looking again. Usually break down after that, but you know they're very small. Green candles building with a lot of indecision, right? Almost like spinning tops. Let's see. That's it for this on the 4 hour, man. Yeah, nothing else I can call right now. So I'm gonna go into the 1 hour. Ripple in the 1 hour, man. Well, before I do this, I just want to show you this. Look at the movements that Ripple had. Look at how Ethereum looks, right? Very similar. Again, let's go back to Ripple, and now I'm going to go to Bitcoin. Look at this. Very similar, right? Bitcoin is still going down a little bit. Ripple recovering a little bit more here, and Ethereum recovering a little bit more. But again, I want to show you guys that the movements are very similar, especially these bars. That red and green bar, right? Green, red. There we go. See? Anyways, but rejecting that 20 MA, we have not been able to get above that 20 MA since 8 a.m. today in the morning, Central Time. So again, not really good that we broke below that 26,692 area. At divergence, we called it out. We said potential price action to the upside. We said if you got up to here and you kept on dropping and got to this level, you wouldn't have it. So right now, 2 things you can do, right? First one would be going here and call that divergence, said it has played out, right? And that would be okay. The other thing that you could do, and I wouldn't suggest this because this played out okay, you would go to here, and you would go to here, and you would ignore that island, and you would say, look, man, we're creating divergence still. Price action to the upside, but it's not very strong, man. Again, I'm not comfortable skipping islands, but if that's something that makes you comfortable and you believe from here you can impulse up, that is fine. We have seen it happen before, right? Something like that, where we have some drops and then some impulses up that undo what happened in the previous days, right? So let me find something like that, an example like this, right? You have that undo what happened on that previous day. It makes it look like a U of sorts. But again, I don't believe that's going to be the case right now. We're impulsing up right now. If anything, we would have to come down, create divergence, and then maybe get that impulse. So price would still have to drop to at least 25.8, 25.7 maybe. Create that divergence that we need for this to pump. Other than that, there's no way we're gonna pump, I believe. So what is this? 31.48, 31.44. So again, you're also going lower on that RSI. So again, nothing there. So again, let me put that back where it was, so we don't forget we called it. Anyways, here you had slant divergence. Price action to the downside. You got it. Created that other divergence to help you pump. Right now, you're breaking down. That's it. Nothing else, man. That's good, man. If you guys drink, and I'm not suggesting that you do, but if you guys drink and then you like vodka, there's just like absolute raspberry vodka, and if you mix it with Coke, it's pretty tasty. Also with iced tea, it's pretty tasty. It makes the Coke taste like a raspberry Coke, man. It's really nice. Anyways, yeah, sitting at 26 cents right now. So again, trying to fight for that 26 cent mark. Let's see if we can start climbing up the ladder again. That's it for Ripple, man. Not much going on right now with the market, right? Not on divergence wise. Low again. More negative divergence. Momentum here also. No, so that's it. We haven't created any bullish divergence that will break us down. Again, from here to here, you didn't have, or maybe you did have. Yeah, we did. From here to here, you're going lower. From here to here, you're going higher. You're converging on that upper part, creating hidden bearish divergence. Price continuation, you're in a downtrend, so of course you continue it to the downside. Anyways, let's go back to this chart. On this chart, I have something different going on, right? Proposing something, a different way of thought. Let's say we're within a downsloping channel, right, that I have here, a major one, right? And right now we're also going into this minor downsloping channel, right? That flag that I call on that other chart, right? This flag stays the same, but what I want you to see is this more major downsloping channel that would seem to make sense, right? Touching this bottom part here, this upper part here, this upper part here again, this upper part. So we get 3 touch points on the bottom, starting on the top, 1 on the bottom. Again, giving it some credibility, and guess where we're at, man? We're almost at that mid part of that downsloping channel, that major one, that we could potentially try to bounce off. And right now we're sitting on below the 618, between the 618 and the 786, almost retracing to that low. 1 second, my kid's crying.
Ya está disponible Huawei Nova 5.
And back. Sorry, my kid started to cry, so I had to go make sure he was okay. And yeah, apparently he hit himself with something. And yeah, he's not feeling too good, right? He's sick, so he's a little bit under the weather, and he's just like crying nonstop. But convince him to chill for a second while I finish this. So I have to like hurry right now. Go through Litecoin and Binance probably in the next 10 minutes, and then I'll call it a stream, right? So yeah, that's it for this, man. Downsloping channel within a downsloping channel, creating a sort of impulse down, right? You're gonna get tired of this at some point in time. If you try to go lower still, you're gonna have less negative momentum build, create divergence, and probably bounce. That's it for Ripple on this. Let's go into on the 1 hour. Sorry, that's it. Right? Anyways, same stuff, right? If you wanted to ignore this smaller island, you could go from here to here, right? And you could call divergence bullish and try to pump, right? This looks like a bear trap of sorts. That's it for this. Anyways, let's go into Litecoin dominance on the daily. Well, yesterday lost dominance 0.25%. Right now, losing dominance still 0.20%, sitting at 1.64% of market cap. Price of Litecoin $57.40. Again, we're in a smaller downtrend, right? A lot of data here. Ignore it. It's from the 1 hour. I can't get rid of it. It just keeps on showing up. I have to check out the chart. Maybe this one is a little bit cleaner. Yeah, we'll probably work with this one right now. But again, impulse down, moving down still. Low, lower low. Let's take momentum. That's it. Also lower on the RSI. So no divergence that would break us down on the 1 hour. On the daily. On the daily also building negative momentum. Right, still continuing building it, and sitting neutral on the RSI at 44.40. So let's go to the 4 hour. On that 4 hour, do we have something? Low, lower, low? No, that's it. Low, lower, low. Not divergence playing out. So yeah, we do, man. Sorta. From here to here, we have bullish divergence, not on the RSI, but just here. Price action to the upside, you're seeing it. It's not too strong. You're probably gonna break down a little bit more again, create another divergence probably, and then we'll see where it goes from there. Again, sitting low on the RSI at 31.00, heading towards that oversold, sitting sold right now at $57.48. So let's go into the 1 hour. Again, this is from the 4 hours, and it just keeps on coming here. So I'll send this to the 4 hours, and I'll send this to the 4 hours, man. So let's see what we're doing here, man. What is this at? 200, 201, 205. So it's lower definitely. So no divergence here. You do have divergence, however, on your RSI. You go from here to here, and then on the RSI you go from here to here, right? And you would have that divergence on the RSI going sitting right now sold at 38.11. Again, price action to the upside is not playing too strong. Same as with Bitcoin, right? You have this green-red candle here. You'll be able to see it, I guess, a little bit better. Right? But again, very similar to what the whole market is doing. That's how we get the idea that Bitcoin is dominating and telling the market what to do. Anyways, nothing else that I can call right now on simple sites. You're going lower again with less positive momentum. That's fine. That's it for Litecoin. I'm going to go into Binance now. Binance dominance on the daily. Yesterday, lost dominance 2.84% after a nice run up on dominance, losing a little bit right now, gaining 0.57, sitting at 1.42% of market cap. Price of Binance $20.34. Again, Binance seems to be one of the least affected coins about what Bitcoin is doing. Again, we're getting that contraction happening on the Bollinger Bands. About to get a move, unsure where to. 1 second. All right, so sorry, my kid was knocking on the door again. So I just gotta finish this real quick. Anyways, that impulse down again, looking better than everyone else. Look at this, right? All this going down, red, right? Down, right? That movement down also, and look at Bitcoin, right? Down, right? And look at Binance, man. Binance, a little bit better, holding up a little bit better, even sitting higher than everyone else, has not lost as much as anyone else. So anyways, yesterday move, $1.03 right now, gaining 9 cents right now. So again, what's going on? I do have a lot of data here from the previous chart. We had divergence develop, bearish on the MACD and on the RSI. That would mean price action to the downside. We've seen it played out. I'm not sure if it's done yet. We could be taking a breather, consolidating after an impulse down. We'll look at it in a shorter scale. So let's go into the 4 hour. On the 4 hour, we're sitting at 44.80, neutral on the RSI. That negative momentum is starting to decrease. Impulse down, upsloping consolidation, not the best. You usually break down. We talked about that. It is usually bearish, right? A bear flag that you're making. So anyways, let's see. We had divergence, price action to the downside. Then we kind of consolidated a little bit. Work to week broke down again. We created divergence on the 1 hour. This from the 1 hour, so ignore it. This is probably also from the 1 hour because it doesn't make sense with this, right? But that would mean hidden bullish divergence because they're diverging on the bottom part. Anyways, let's focus on what's here on the 4 hour. From the previous low to this low again. So from this red to this red, right? You'll be opening up from here to here. You're again diverging on that bottom part, creating hidden bullish divergence, price continuation. Again, you're in an uptrend. That's probably why you're continuing. And something that I would do right now that I hadn't done is I'm gonna increase this. And for some reason, this channel got moved and it's not touching anything. But I did had it charted where it was touching stuff. I'm not sure what I did with this chart. If I just like shifted something or not. But let me do this and try to pinpoint it again because it's weird that it's not the way I had it. Maybe I had it on the 1 hour, and right now it wouldn't be making sense. Anyways, if we were to consider it here, we're still in an uptrend. That's what probably we're pumping and trying to get back into the channel because we just broke out of it with that impulse down. Anyways, let's go into the 1 hour and figure out what we're doing. Right? Alright, so we called this out yesterday. We had bullish divergence, right? We said if we get to this line, we would negate it, or still create it, but then if we broke below it, we would negate it. Anyways, right now we do have it. Price action to the upside. We've seen it play out. Again, we develop hidden bearish divergence, right? This price going in, this going slightly higher again, and you were going to break to the downside. You did. Price continuation. You were coming from a slider downtrend right in the micro. So you broke down again. Right now, you are creating again that divergence. You're going lower, right, and you're going higher on that positive momentum. This is still developing. So again, you could negate it, but you would need to at least get to this price or higher for you to negate that hidden bearish divergence. All right. If anything, and your price goes higher, and you would negate it. But that's it. On the RSI, you don't have it. You're going lower again. Sitting neutral at 44.90. No divergence going on the RSI. Just this. Guys, sorry that I have to end the stream quickly today. Quicker than usual. My wife is out of town, and I'm staying with my kid, and he's sick. And yeah, he's not feeling too good, so I have to like go take care of him. I just want to come online, do this real quick for you guys. Maybe you guys check it out later on. Do let me know your comments on the stream. Sorry about having to take all those micro breaks. But again, that's going to be it for today. If you like what we do, you know what to do. Like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell, talk about crypto to your friends, to your family. If you like this channel and you want to support us and you cannot tip us, that's fine. Then if you want to help us by retweeting, sharing, and bringing more awareness to the channel, I would be glad to do that. 1 second. Sorry, again, I told him I was going to be with him at 10:05. He's very punctual. It's 10:05 and he came and knocked on the door. So I got to sign off, guys. Again, if you like what we do, like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell. Talk about crypto to your family, to your friends. Let them know that we're here. Help us bring more awareness to the channel. I would appreciate it. Hopefully your friends will also subscribe, stay, and enjoy what we do. I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Probably the stream is also going to have to be a little bit quick. And I'm not sure if I want to get interrupted as many times as I did today. But yeah, that's it for tonight, guys. I appreciate it.
It's a